Well, welcome back to Jerusalem Dateline. I'm joined here in our studio with Rabbi Tuly Weisz, the founder of Israel365, and great to be with you here. And you have something called a Sovereignty Seder. We're just a couple of days away from Passover. Tell us what Sovereignty Seder is all about.
Thanks for having me, Chris. There are so many different themes of the Passover Seder, and every Seder is different. Every Seder around the world is different, yet there are certain ideas that connect every Seder. And one, of course, is that it's the story. Seder means the order of the evening.
Sure.
And it's the story of the Jewish people going from slavery to sovereignty, to freedom, to the land of Israel. And with what's going on here in Israel, with the war that's waging, and with terrorism all around us, and with a fight over our national identity and whose land does this belong to, we realize that this year is the opportunity to focus the conversation around the Seder table on sovereignty, on Jewish sovereignty in the land of Israel, that this, at the end of the day, is the land that God promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the Bible, and that is what we're celebrating on Passover.
There's a lot of things that seem to be converging right now. President Trump is now president of the United States. He's going to make a decision whether or not sovereignty is something Israel should do. Mike Huckabee, the new ambassador, he's declared that that there should be sovereignty over what people call the West Bank, but really is the biblical heartland of Israel.
Exactly. There's been more momentum for what we call sovereignty than at any other time since the Six-Day War. We made a mistake in retrospect. We should have annexed all that territory immediately. Instead, Israel saved it to hopefully trade it to the Palestinian Arabs for peace. That hasn't worked, clearly. And October 7th was the end of the two-state solution for the people in Israel. And now we have this opportunity, all of this momentum in Israel and in the United States. There's a bill in the Knesset from Knesset member Ohad Tal. He introduced the sovereignty bill to push for Israel declaring sovereignty in Judea and Samaria right now. So our Sovereignty Seder, we're encouraging families through our website. It's Israel365action.com/Passover. You could download a Sovereignty Seder guide, and we offer all kinds of ways to focus the conversations around Judea and Samaria. So for example, we have 4 cups of wine. The wine should be from Judea and Samaria. Or we have at the end of the Seder, we have the famous line, next year in Jerusalem. And we encourage people to say, next year in Jerusalem, Judea and Samaria.
Yeah. And you also have, I think, encouraging people, you say, you know, people here right now, they say, Chak Pesach Sameach, which is have a happy Passover. What are you saying?
So we're telling people, Chag Ribonut Sameach. You should have a happy festival of sovereignty, or a happy season of sovereignty. Exactly.
Yeah. So when people go to your website, what are they going to see? They're going to see like a description of how you can celebrate the Passover? Sovereignty Passover.
The Sovereignty Seder, exactly. We made a video. It's a 20-minute video. It's actually myself and Donna Jolet, who's a Christian friend, and it's like the first ever Jewish and Christian interfaith Seder, Sovereignty Seder, where we have Jews and Christians talking about these common themes of recognizing the great miracles that God did for the Jewish people long ago, but also, of course, the great miracles that God is doing for us now. You can watch that video at Israel365action.com/Passover. There's a video there, and there's also the Sovereignty Seder guide that you could download for free.
And what kind of reaction have you had from people?
Well, we got a great reaction from a wonderful ministry called 10 from the Nations, and they are all about putting together Jews and Christians in healthy ways, and they were very eager to share this resource with their community. And we have now so many Christians joining the Jewish people to fight for sovereignty here in Israel, who recognize, so many Christians recognize the biblical heartland.
Yeah.
And more Jews are also waking up to the recognition that the two-state solution is a delusion, is a fantasy. It's not going to happen. This is the land that God gave Israel and the Jewish people for eternity.
Yeah. And, well, Rabbi Tuly Weisz, thanks for joining us. I know people can be looking forward to that on the website. And Chag Sameach.
Chag Ribonut Sameach.
There you go. Thanks so much.